You think you're a citizen. The banks think you're a customer. But to the system, you were just prey. In 2024, the average person lost 15% of their wealth without spending a single dime. It wasn't bad luck. It wasn't a mistake. It was a heist. In the next few minutes, I'm going to hand you the blueprint of the cage they built around you. I will show you the 3 traps keeping you poor and the 1 glitch you can use to break out. To understand the trap, you have to understand the engine. Most people believe that when they deposit $100 into a bank, that money sits in a vault waiting for them. That is the wealth illusion. In reality, for every dollar you deposit, the bank is allowed to lend out up to 10 times that amount to other people. It's called fractional reserve banking. They prink money out of thin air, charge interest on it, and keep the profit. They create the debt, you pay the price. And when the system crashes, they get bailed out, you get the bill. This is the macro trap. But the micro traps, the ones in your pocket right now, are far more dangerous. Trap number 1, the silent theft. They call it inflation. I call it a hidden tax. Imagine working all day, and at night, someone sneaks into your house and cuts 5% off the corner of every dollar bill in your wallet. That is exactly what the Federal Reserve does every single year. By printing trillions of new dollars, they dilute the value of the dollars you saved. You aren't saving money, you are saving a melting ice cube. The system punishes savers and rewards debtors. If you keep your wealth in cash, you are voluntarily walking into the slaughterhouse. Trap number 2, the debt collar. The system knows that if you are free, you are dangerous, so they need to keep you on a leash. That leash is called monthly payments. Society handed you a script. Go to college, get into debt. Buy a car, get into debt. Buy a house, get into massive debt. As soon as you sign that car loan, you're locked in. You can't quit your job. You can't take risks. You can't build a business. You have to keep running just to stay in the same place. That isn't a life. That's indentured servitude with better furniture. But the most insidious trap isn't in the bank. It's in your head. Trap number 3, the dopamine loop. The entire economy is engineered to destroy your delayed gratification. Buy now, pay later, 1-click checkout. They removed the friction of spending money so you wouldn't have time to think. They sell you a feeling, but the math doesn't care about your feelings. Every time you buy a liability to impress people you don't like, you're tightening the chains. You're feeding the hunter. So, how do you escape? You stop being the prey. You become the hunter. First, reject the consumer script. Stop buying liabilities to look rich. Real wealth is silent. Second, stop saving in cash. You must own assets, real estate, stocks, Bitcoin, gold, anything that the system cannot print more of. When they print money, asset prices go up. If you own assets, inflation makes you richer. Finally, educate yourself on what they don't teach in school. Taxes, leverage, asymmetric risk. This channel is your guide to those shadows. The system is rigged, but now that you can see the strings, you can cut them. Welcome to the shadow economy. Subscribe if you want to survive.